might be a fourth party. The longer this goes on, bigger problems going to be mounting for 4 angry men. But the Expendables under duress caught up with Navi right on the other side of this one, and it's going to be even more scouts. No real third or fourth party yet, as everybody's still rotating around, but great throws coming up from Hakatory.
Sick toss by Hakatory. Another one's going to go out, because if you throw one, you may as well throw 17, as Hakatory gets another toss up on the Expendables. Spyro flushes Clories, or gets the finish there, and there Navi only down 1. Feyerist jumps out of the glider. He's now behind them, goes up to the high ground. He's going to try to get in here behind the Expendables. Just has to figure out, where is this man?
This time he might be. Oh my God! Almost lining up for it. It's a triple and a quad.
The longer this goes on, Kiss is getting closer and closer to this for that third party. So Long F, if he can manage to survive for long enough, he might get reinforcements, or he just might get entirely backstabbed. Finally, Feyerist spots him out, does get the knock onto him, and Expendables in more and more trouble, even though they're so close to the center of the circle. It's also going to be a lot more complicated on this fight, because Anyone's Legend does have vision. That's one of the reasons you see Supers playing it so low. Nades come in, DL takes a ton of damage, doesn't go down. Third party starting to become a bigger problem, as Navi has to just push this way faster than they wanted to, but they come down. Spyro in a big way, shots connect, he's gonna go down. Super in trouble, but it's gonna be Navi having to just fight their way into it. Smokes near on to no vision to be had, and let's not forget, Jacob is still over here. Navi takes it pretty clean though, 10 kills.
What? Sexy place. Flex out Spyro so that he can backstab after you use grenades to force him off the peak of the hill. Excellent execution. They did lose Spyro, but they'll get him back up right now as Hakatory keeps an eye on Anyone's Legends. The Falcons go out. They die to the blue. Tiggleton is done, and Dustin is down to Navi versus AL. AL would love to walk away with this win and pad themselves going into the final.
Kind of slowed down, as it's just repositions right now. Anyone's Legend trying to get into the way that they think that they can take a fight against Navi. Navi starting to get their way down the hillside. This is exactly what Navi wanted to do. They wanted to brute force along this, so that way they could have some cover. Anyone's Legend was a bit nervous given the way that their cover was set more to the north. They've leaned into the east. That now puts Jacob into a better line against Anyone's Legend. He's got a Panzerfaust crawling closer and closer, and it's just going to be who connects onto a shot or two, and then we could see Jacob pop up and absolutely ruin the other side.
Yeah, both these teams look like they don't want to hard send this fight, because they know there's 9, right? So they all know there's one idiot out there somewhere who could ruin this for us. Himas hits and flushes Feyerist and immediately lopsides this fight.
Instant move comes out from Anyone's Legend, trying to see how much more they can exploit. Looks like it's going to be Delwyn playing the lower side of it. Spyro has to keep that angle contested, though. They can't let Anyone's Legend take too many control angles away from them. Nade's going to roll out, wing and a prayer, but not going to get really too close to get the knock onto it. He's trying to get a smidgen of damage, but that does reveal Nade blow. That forces Hamas to play the other side of the tree, opens up an angle, and Boostic eats it.
Without even trying, Jacob is a game changer as he forces around the side. This is a 3v3 at the moment. Navi knows they got to stop that res and get it as fast as they can.
Anyone's Legend having to deal with too many threats now, trying to see if they can get a little bit more control over this, throwing out some nades, slowing back down the pace. They need to get a Moss back up. Delwyn goes down. Navi starting to take this with more and more authority. Yeah, they lost Feyerist, but they got so much out of that, continuing their push forward. And on the other side of it, it does look like the red did come out. Himas is back up, but Hakatory pushing the smokes. Very little fear. He wants to take this one.
Hakatory is the direct counter to Himas and vice versa. When Himas went down, Hakatory aggressively pushes forward. He's got the P90, a full reload in the chamber. He could take them if he needs to. This is a great spot on the tree. His team's going to try to keep him protected as much as possible. Out around the left side, Boostic gets Sololzi down. There it is, try to heal the car. Not today, as Hakatory jumps out, says, "You don't get away from me." And it's now a 3v1. Hakatory looking for the last player, and it is found. That will be a win for Navi. 15 kills to go along with 10 points and get themselves back into a race for PGS points, Matt.
And then trying to find themselves an east spot, and then probably trying to crash up onto the plateau of Power Grid if they need to is very important. But Navi also now in trouble here, who could have been one of the big threats towards that top position at the moment. Losing Boostic would be a disaster for them in a similar vein to how DN Supers has had a bit of a disaster going on, but looks like they're going to be able to recover him with those smokes, with this play. Looks like our pundits are off the mark with their prediction for this one. Full Sense probably not winning this game.
Absolutely not. No, there's one guy left, and they're in 13th place, so the wrong one.
They might actually go all the way wide and try and crash into Anyone's Legend of all places, which would be insane.
Easy.
But Oh no, they're just crashing forwards. This is insane.
They're just trying to get deep into the circle here, deep into the game. Oh my god,
Too much.
Spyrro, Hakatory. Navi is just absolutely cleaning this up. A complete wipe. Shimshin does steal one here, but all of the knocks ones on Navi's side here. They got so much out of the Hakatory getting 4. Navi jumping into that. Look at that. They're just 3 points away from 3rd place. Easy podium for them here in my book.
If they wanted to go big, that's not a bad way to start it. And they've just really not... it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I was going to say bunnies in a barrel, but you know what? That sounds a bit mean.
Yeah, it does. Wangrev does get Feyerist down here. And this is the engagement I actually didn't expect from Navi. I expected them to hold on to the other side where the apartments are. Now they're going onto this side here. Let's see how aggressive they can go about it. Boostic does take Hongwef down, and now it looks like the casino's there. They are
not relenting with all the shots that's going to be coming in. Another spray here to try and make something happen, but Boostic knocks Pathongpong. Can they confirm it though? Pathongpong with a fadeaway nade of his own, but that is Petrikov Road taking a lion's share of those kills, confirming it. They're up to 80 points. They could challenge anyone's legend and get a back-to-back at the 11th hour. What am I watching?
Hakatory's angle. Oh my god, great angle here. Molotov on the door. That's exactly how you played. Oh my god, 2 guys on fire. Only 1 caught fire, but holy, what a deny. What a way to play it. And this is exactly how I would love to see it. It's sadly, Feyerist knocked and flushed, but there's still a lot of points to become the way of Navi, James. 3 nades. Lots of utility still potentially coming the way of Navi here from this deny on the corner here. More nades coming in. Oh my god, this could be huge.
Not a bad nade, but they've not moved that forward just yet here. Now with the blue pushing against them, they're sticking at the very edge there. Spyrro does take down Jacob. It looks like Kiss and Baron here trying to make a little bit more moves, but Spyro's doing so much work against them. More kills go their way. And this is perfect little cleanup for them. It's so hard to make this transition if you don't have an insane amount of smokes, as well as maybe even trying to get some shots against these windows.
Oh, look at this. Anyone's legend might be trying to come out and sneak some of these kills here. Not a lot of utility left from this boosting. And the Spyrro and Hakatory, the guys on the northern side here, they have no lethals left here. They're going to get the rests off it. Look at this. Oh my god. Kiss peeking a little bit too early. That's going to be scary. One more Molotov here would be 2 confirmations, but looks like the rest is going to be coming off. That's sad for Navi. Oh my god. Look at that.
No way.
Mid-air.
No way.
Oh,
no way.
No way.
If he gets a triple. Oh, he can't shoot it. He can't shoot it.
Oh, it's on fire. It's on fire.
It's on fire. It's on fire. That's a big nade coming in forwards, though, if that actually be able to steal anything. But it looks like Navi's going to be able to get all of that. Oh, they get most of it. It's 79 points at the moment here, Martin.
It's so close, James. There's 2 points up to Petrikov Road. 10 kills on both the squads. And Anyone Legend, they are the furthest away from this next circle here. They're going to have a fight with Petrikov Road, Furia, and Anyone Legend. It's going to be a 3-way. It could be Navi. Look at this.
0-4 down. They could actually do this. Imagine if they do. I do feel like Anyone's Legend, even though they're a little further away from the actual center point and they have to make a cross across that road, I think that they should be able to smoke this off. But if Navi makes this run as well after being so far behind, unbelievable stuff. But this is down to the wire. You do not want to miss these next moments. Big shots coming in. Delwyn knocks Spyrro. That's big.
Hakatory comes up. 1 nade here could be huge. Nade comes in. An angle for Hakatory. Those huge, James.
Yes, it is, and that will cause him some problems. He is on fire. He should be able to heal through this unless any more lethal util actually comes on forward. So does drop for the heal. He's okay at the moment, and that is a knock, though, but it goes the way of Posa. Navi's going to want to steal that at the moment. On this roof is such a problem here for Anyone's Legend. Hakatory and Boostic are able to take 2. Is this happening, Martin?
It could be happening. Hakatory down to 18. Have to go for a heal. Spyrro gets the ulti as well. It's down to destroy here. Lots of points coming the way of Navi. It's a complete wipe for Navi. 16 kills. Now it's down to Hakatory. He has to take down multiple Furia. Getting multiple 1v1 between them.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He has two shots left here. He needs to finish this off. He's got to be so careful. He can't aim straight down. He's only going to go. If they do it, Navi takes it. There's no way. What a move after 2 last games. Natus Vincia has been able to take PGS 2, and they know it as well. I can't believe what we just watched here.